Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome back for more Let's Play Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Last time, we defeated Menace, and saved the day once again. In this video, we're going to be going through basically all of the extras in this game, and some extra things related to Game Start. We'll go over more into this in a little bit, but if you notice, we have kind of a few save files here. Well, all these are copies from the Let's Play here, because I like to copy my save data before, like, starting up new sessions here. I will be copying over this here just so I have a backup of my old save file here, but we'll be going into that in a little bit, because there's a few other extras I'd like to go over first. Wireless mode is something similar to something that Aria of Sorrow had. I won't really be going into this because I don't have a way of showing this off, unfortunately, but you can trade souls and play versus mode via wireless. I don't really have any way of showing this, unfortunately, so, yeah. Sound configuration. It's very basic. I find it kind of confusing because there's sound configuration and sound mode. Some of these modes you don't get until after you beat the game, and I think that these are some of the other ones that we get after beating the game here. So, yeah. I'll just go over sound mode really quickly because it's, like, the quickest one here. It's basically just a... Okay. It's basically just a music and sound test, but there's some good stuff in here. Like... Pitch Black Intrusion. This is like one of the few songs they put in Smash Ultimate, and I like this song, but I would have rathered a different song than this. I get that this is kind of like the main theme, but like, especially considering this isn't even remixed in Smash Ultimate, it's just this version of the song. My favorite songs, as I'm sure you know, are Subterranean Hell, which we've heard a lot in this Let's Play. I do like the version of Vampire Killer in this game, but it is a little bit kind of Vampire Killer Elevator Edition. It's really... it kind of just sounds more like lounge music than kind of the intensity of Vampire Killer. The Pinnacle, which, oh god, when this song gets going, oh my god, it gets going. It is wonderful. Scarlet Battle Soul. I've gone over this one already. This one plays so criminally few times. It plays during the fights with Dimitri and Dario, and you fight them once each. Dario you fight twice, but in the second fight with Dario, you have to go into the mirror and fight Aguni instead. This song is so incredible, despite only being in a couple of fights. It's in some good ones, but, oh, this song is just wonderful. And, if we keep scrolling through, there's one song. Yeah, Bloody Tears. This is probably next to Vampire Killer for the series' signature song, and I am very glad it's made it into this game, in this game's sound font. So, yeah. I guess now we kind of we should probably go into the big one here. Boss Rush Mode. This is exactly what it sounds. You basically fight every boss in the game up to death. No menace, thank God. And you have to beat a bunch of bosses in a really quick amount of time here. So let's get to it. We know how this is gonna go out here. I kind of won't be going over too much here, but I will be switching between my two sets here to kind of just use my Black Panther really quickly here. Yeah, this fight, is one you kind of want to be over really quickly here, because this fight can be really bad if you let it go on long enough here. Okay, when you hear him shout that, you know it's over here. The items you're given here are not the greatest, to put it mildly here. Believe it or not, this is kind of how I was first introduced to a lot of this game's bosses, because whenever I got this game used from... Actually, a friend of mine's older brother, he was, like, just selling his DS games to go to college, and coincidentally, it was, like, the same year I wanted this game for Christmas. And, anyways, yeah, I remember, he had a save file of the game, like, whenever that was, like, already on the thing. By the way, yeah, Rab is a lot different this fight than what you fought him in the main story, because, yeah, we can actually just kind of, like, swim, so Rab is nowhere near as deadly as he once was. I also thought he was using the laser there. I guess I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention there. I believe for Gurgoth, he doesn't do the whole, like, slit breaking thing either, which is nice. So that's something really nice to keep in mind here. And yeah, you fight Rab before you fight Gurgoth, which I don't know if it should be that way or not. I mean, Rab is certainly easier than Gurgoth, but like, I fought these two bosses before fighting Gurgoth, both in my first playthrough and in the main story, just because that was kind of what I thought you had to do. That company here. But yeah, going back to that story here, this was like when... Ah, crap. There we go. Nice. Yeah, this was kind of like the time that, I didn't really, like, I got stuck at various points, like, particularly kind of after beating Zephyr. I didn't really know where the heck I was going for a while. So this was kind of like how I first saw a lot of the bosses, especially a lot of the later game ones. So... yeah, this was kind of my first introduction to a lot of these bosses, like, before I fought them in the main game, which is kind of unusual. Not really what I would recommend for a lot of people, but it's kind of what happened with me when I first played this game. So, yeah. But normally you do have to beat the game before you can even unlock this mode, so keep that in mind. I need to heal. You get a super potion, a rusty food tin, and a mana prism here. Mana prism's next to useless for me, but... because I have the chaos ring already, but yeah. There we go. I might just take this orb here anyway. I don't think I'm getting any of the best prizes here, but there's, like, various prizes you can get for doing this. Oh, I have to fight Abaddon first? Oh, gross. I actually forgot this fight was here, not gonna lie. Because when I said up to death, death is the last one you fight, but you fight Abaddon here first. I kind of forgot all about this fight, to tell you the truth. Just die. You know I hate fighting you so much. I can wait around to heal for a second if I want to. Funny how I used the souls of the last two bosses against them, but yeah. It's also recommend having way better weapons for these fights than kind of what I have, but yeah. Okay, second phase for death here. Death, you cannot have a whole lot of other health here. There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. Death's Robe here. I believe the prizes for doing this in a set amount of time here. I'll save over. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want to do this again here. Whoops. I did not want to do this again. Whoops. This is, not really what I intended to do here. Okay, you big ugly, actually, just kill me here now. There we go. Alright, so for doing all of that there, I'm just gonna quickly see if I can bring up the prizes of that. Okay, here's the list of rewards that you can get here. For beating it in under 5 minutes, you can get the RPG for under 6 minutes, Death's Robe, which is what we got. 7 minutes, the Nunchucks. 8 minutes, the Terror Bear, and on 8 minutes or more, just a potion. Those are your prizes for doing that. Next up, we have Enemy Set Mode, because I feel this is more interesting to kind of go over than the other mode there. Enemy Set Mode is interesting. I kind of feel this is more of a novelty thing than anything else. Honestly, I don't really get the point of this mode to an extent. So, let's load up a save file here. Basically, for these, you basically have 5 rooms here. These are all the same at any point, but you can basically set whatever you want to appear in any of these areas here, if you have these souls for them. So, let's say... let's throw in... let's just start this room off simple here. Let's just throw in a bunch of zombies, because why the heck not? Does this use touchscreen here? Yes. And let's throw in a skeleton. And let's throw in a slaughterer for the heck of it. Room 2, let's see what we got here. Let's throw in... let's throw in a manticore just for the hell of it, in a really awkward spot. Let's throw in a... let's throw in a Persephone, because why the heck not? And let's throw in a... oh, okay, each of these has like a certain value of how much we can place on this. Okay, then, that actually makes a lot more sense. Been a while since I used this mode, so forgive me here. Let's just throw in an Armor Knight, too, just for the heck of it. Room 3, let's throw in a... let's go Skeleton Farmer. And... just to be an asshole and a lure. Room 4, let's throw in a Skeleton Ape. Let's throw in a... how about we throw in a... I'm thinking a Great Axe Armor just to be obnoxious. And... I have room for like one more thing, don't I? Yeah, what's a good 2 enemy here? Let's throw in a Dead Mate for the heck of it. And room 5, let's see what we got here. Let's throw in... how about we throw in a Manticore? And how about a Final Guard, just to be even more obnoxious than we usually are? If we even can throw in Final Guard here. Can we throw in Final Guard? I thought we could. Maybe not, because this room is really, really big. You can throw in a Great Armor, though. I think. I know I've seen that in here, yeah. Oh, the Manticore is already a 5. Ugh. Let's just throw in a stupid Dead Crusader just to be obnoxious here. And that's gonna be it there, I think. Let's go with okay. And let's play that. Let's use our own save file here. Got the better boss theme for this than we do Boss Rush. I find that a little disappointing. But yeah, basically we just gotta clear out all the rooms with these enemies. I don't get the point of this at all. Because you can't customize the rooms in any way at all. It's just place enemy down. And, like, that's that. I do not get the point of this mode, honestly. It's a silly time distraction, but it is such a mindless feature in this game. And, yeah. So, lastly, we have this obnoxious room because we have Dead Crusaders here. There we go. And for doing all that, that's it. No rewards, no nothing. That mode is really dumb. But we also got Julius Mode. Let's talk a little bit about this one. I need a completely blank save file here. Alright. So, in starting off Julius Mode, yeah, this is a mode that lets you play as Julius Belmont. This mode has seen a number of upgrades from Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. For one thing, Julius... Okay, well, for one thing, let's also get Castlevania 3 music in here. Let's kick this up here now. Yeah, so Julius, right off the bat, he can double jump. He has a way higher jump, for one thing. He can level up, which is a major difference between this and Aria of Sorrow. And there's a little bit more to his story than that. We'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But, I just kind of want to show that, yeah, it's possible to kind of just go places early. Like, that leads up to the... What am I trying to say here? The Demon Guest House. This mode's interesting. We can't really pause the game. We can, but it's not really that helpful to us. We do have sub-weapons. I actually did not realize we could stand on that tree there. We can do the whip dangly thing here. We got a level up there. We have the axe. Holy water. The cross. And we also have one more, which is the crucifix. That's... I'll get into that in a minute, but yeah, this is a really powerful attack there. Level up again, nice. Alright, so in the save room, I'll kind of just go over this attack here. Does an assload of damage if enemies decide to walk into that. So, let's go up to the first boss door, which we don't need to otherwise do anything with. No need for magic seals, no nothing. Let's fight the flying armor the way things were intended to be fought. A lot of axes. Julius also can't whip straight up or anything like that. I think that's only a Super Castlevania 4 Simon thing either, but that's fine. I'm probably just thinking a little bit of, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because I do like to use the Belmonts in that sometimes. But yeah, this coming up here is the big thing that was added to Julius Mode. Now, you may be asking yourself, what are you talking about? Yoko. Julius, how rude of you to just run off without saying a word. Sorry, but this is my duty. I belong to the Belmont clan, after all. Wasn't that rather insulting? We Belmonites have fought alongside the Belmonts to defeat Dracula. That's true, but you don't have to bear the grief alone. People support each other. I wish you would at least trust me a little bit more. You're right, I'm sorry. I do have faith in you. And me and you. We can now play as Yoko. You can do that by pressing X to switch. I don't believe we can change the controls for this mode here. Yoko is kind of an unusual character. Her physical attacks are okay at best. They're kind of weak, but her big thing, she also has a pretty cool backdash. She has the magics of fire, ice, and electricity. And her magic is really, really, really kick-ass. I believe this attack here is similar to the... Ooh, yeah. Kind of similar to the Frozen Shade spell, which I know we haven't really, like, gotten a chance to see that a whole lot. And the ability to throw lightning around. Pretty cool, all things considered. But that's not why we're here today. We can also freely access the Warp Room right off the bat of the game, because, of course we can. But that's not why I'm here. I want to mention there is also a third playable character, but we don't get him for quite a while into the game. I will not be going through all of Julius Mode, even though there are a few unique things to it, including a new secret final boss. Yeah, the third playable character in this game is Alucard. That is a really, really cool thing that I figured I should just bring that up there, though. This mode might be worth playing through if you're interested. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for this mode. So, back on the file select screen here, I kind of just got rid of that one Julius Mode save file, because I just kind of wanted to only show it off here. We have a new mode called New Game Plus here. Transfer items and souls and start a new game on save file 1 with some exceptions. We can also select our difficulty. I'm just going to go on hard mode just for the heck of it. Let's skip this cutscene. Let's just equip ourselves to be as batshit overpowered as possible. Let's give ourselves Abaddon. Let's give ourselves... Actually, let's give ourselves Erinice instead. Let's give ourselves the Black Panther. If I can find the Black Panther. If I can find... Do they not let you transfer that over? No. They don't. Uh-huh. This gives ourselves... Alistair, I guess. And let's give ourselves the Dragahag Nazo, I guess. And let's give ourselves the Soul Eater Ring, because why the heck not? Actually, no, Chaos Ring, Chaos Ring. What am I thinking? Easy, easy, easy beginning. So yeah, they don't let you start with the Black Panther soul, which I find a little disappointing. I kind of remembered that being the case, but I kind of thought that that was just a matter of, a matter of, accidentally, like, synthesizing that at one point, but no, that's not the case. So... let's continue to head on through this way here. Get another level up here, because why the heck not? Alright, let's see how hard you are again. Funny, we're just fighting you a whole bunch of times today, Flying Armor. Having unlimited MP is gonna make this a complete joke, but I do not care. I do not care. Let's do that. Grab our soul here. And... grab our Claymore again. Come to think of it, I'm kind of realizing we might not be able to show off what I was intending to show off here, but yeah, I was going to intend to show off a bunch of weapon syntheses here, but a lot of these might actually require boss souls, which I don't believe we have anymore. Oh yeah, we do have okay, yeah, we do, never mind. Do we have things like, yeah, we have death, we have... Okay, yeah, I guess we do have boss souls. Let's do this then. Alright, so for the swords here, we're gonna go and get the Mistletoe. I'm just gonna be showing what all these souls are at max here, because we're gonna probably be crafting to get some of the best weapons in the game here. Can upgrade the Mistletoe into the Julius. We can get 3 different choices here. The Leviathan, Icebrand, and Milliken Sword. All these are pretty good weapons. I actually was using the Leviathan a lot in my practice run. But yeah, it's actually not a half bad weapon. In fact, this weapon actually can hit twice, which I really like. Let's go with the Bertang. We need the Iron Golem Soul for this, though. Ugh, that one's such a pain in the arse to get. The Arc Demon to fuse with this to get the Calablog. And let's fuse that with Abaddon to make the Valman Way. This is my favorite weapon in the game. I'll go into it in a little bit, but oh my god, I love that weapon. I love the Valman Way. The Daneslith. Fuse our Draghag Nazo to make the Aishlon. A lot of these weapons were an Aria of Sorrow, but yeah. Fuse Gurgoth for this to make the Balmung. Fuse that with the Final Guard to make the Final Sword. And let's fuse it with Alistair to make the Claim Solace. Pretty much one of the ultimate weapons of the game. Let's fuse this to get the Whip Sword. Let's fuse this to get the Garian Sword. And let's fuse this with the Malakota to get the Nebula. Let's fuse the Trident with whatever the soul was. The Bryonic. Let's fuse it with Slogra to get the Guyborg. Let's fuse it with one of our many Ernie souls to make the Longinus. And with Bugbear to make the Gungur. Here's gonna be a fun one to go through. Let's go with the Battle Axe and the Manticore to get the Bouge. I'm gonna say straight up, I've played the entire game using this weapon. It is that good this early on. It's good even late game. Great Axe armor to get the Great Axe. I do not have another Final Guard. Crap. Basically, after this, eventually, I believe you would be able to go from this... Eventually, with the axe, I think the final one is the Death Scythe. I think it's been kind of a while since I played this. The Bugbear upgrading the hammer, that upgrades as well. I didn't really prepare entirely ahead, and I'm kind of unfortunate for that, but... Yeah, the final of the axe, I'm pretty sure, is the Death Scythe, which is also one of the strongest weapons in the game, along with the Claim Solace. We have the Asafune here to get the Kunitsata. A lot of these names I'm badly butchering, I'm well aware. The Yasutsuna. And we have another Malakota we gotta unfortunately forge up to make the Muramasa. Let's fuse the Mach Punch with a Werewolf. And make the Kaiser Knuckle. Just getting all Chrono Trigger up in this here. And that was it. I'm a little disappointed we weren't able to get the Death Scythe here, but man oh man, you know how good Claim Solace is from other things before. It's just as good in this game. It's a little bit slower than it was in Aria of Sorrow, but it still packs the punch. A lot of enemies are weak to this. It is all around beautiful. Oh, I wanted the Nebula. Where's that? The Nebula here, not a weapon I tend to use very often, but it's alright, I guess. Has okay range to it, I suppose. I'll go into Valman Way in a bit, but because I want to talk about some other weapons here. The Gungur. This is an electric spear, which is very nice. Yeah, I know Gungur was in a hidden area in Aria of Sorrow. Unfortunately, I don't have the best axe in the game, or the best hammer, but I guess there have to be some exceptions to that. The Great Axe, very, very good. Kinda wish it was the best version of it, but can't all be winners here, unfortunately. Muramasa. Pretty much what we would have expected from a really great katana. We were using katanas a lot in this playthrough. The Kaiser Knuckle. Kind of an average weapon, honestly. I mean, its biggest strength is its speed, but if we're talking speed, let me introduce you to my friend. My little friend, the Valman Way. So you may be asking yourself, why do I really like this weapon so much? Because it's pretty weak, all things considered. As you see, compared to other weapons, it's not very strong. The Great Sword's stronger, the Claim Solace is a million times stronger. Pretty much everything we have is likely stronger than this thing. This is probably the weakest of the fully upgraded weapons. This thing's speed is phenomenal. Oh my god. I miss having this thing. If you've ever played Symphony of the Night, this thing was the most busted weapon in the game. In that game, it's known as the Chrysogrim. That is a name that is synonymous with Castlevania fans, because it is... Like, look at how fast you can use this. You can use this while walking. This thing is absurdly fast. it just absolutely rips and tears enemies very, very, very fast. I can't speak enough praise of this weapon. It is that good. I cannot speak anywhere near enough praise of that. With all that being said, though, yeah, we've kind of gone through pretty much almost everything we have. So let's just look at all the souls then. Alrighty then, list of souls on the sidebar, you did your job well, but kindly piss off, because I want to just go through this at my own leisure here. Let's go through and look at all these souls here, because there's a lot to kind of go over here. Ernice, we've seen a lot already, it's beautiful. Abaddon, we've seen a lot already, it's really, really beautiful. Slime. This is very similar to, like, the laser weapon, sub-weapon, I think, from Symphony of the Night. It's okay, I suppose. Zombie. Pretty basic. I believe it's really good in rooms with, like, lots of enemies that kind of just come through the ground, I think. Like... yeah, like that there. I mean, this is a very... I have, like, basically a max zombie here, so that's why that did so much. Skeleton. Again, some of these might just be really strong because I have a whole bunch of these souls, but yeah. Even at max, though, Skeleton's still kind of weak. Puppet Master, we've seen that one a bunch, but again, that's what that does. Zephyr, ability to stop time. Not that useful of a soul, all things considered, but yeah, it's a thing. Paranoia, can't really get much use out of that one, but that one let us go through mirrors. The Imp. Hold on. Inflicts spiritual damage. Hold on, I need to see if that soul works on the... on a certain enemy that I think it works on. I guess Abyss would probably be the fastest way to get to one of these things. I need to see if this works on the Iron Golem. If this is, like, some sort of secret way to kill an Iron Golem here. It's not... nope, that does not work on that thing. Alrighty then, well, now that I'm almost dead here. Axe Armor, we've seen this one a whole bunch of times throughout the LP, one of my favorites. Nothing more complicated to it than that, but it's just practicality at its finest. Student Witch! God damn it, I forgot how much I like this one. I can thank Proton John for kind of, like, bestowing the glory that is this soul, because this is a really enjoyable one. Oh, shoot, I didn't really want to aggro you. Trying to see if I can hopefully survive until I get back to that save room here. Let's try something else while I think about this. Warg. Actually a pretty powerful early game soul. I actually kind of like the Warg soul. I believe next up we had Bomber Armor. Toss a high-powered explosive. Not much more complicated than that, but it's pretty proficient, even if it takes a long time to blow up. Almaneric Sniper. Summon Hawkeye here to help you here. And Hawkeye kind of sucks at doing his job. I know he got the White Demon there, so I can't really complain too much there. White Dragon, whatever you want to call him. Cave Troll. I believe this is one of the ones that's affected by the soul that makes your arm attacks go further or something. I think this is affected by that, the Skeletorang. I could be wrong about that, but I think maybe it might be. I'm not really sure. Anyways, Waiter Skeleton, we've gone over this one before. Throw the food out. It's needed to get the Yeti. Not much more to it than that. Yorick. Kick a skull like a ball. This kind of seems like just another axe armor in a way. Yeah, I can't think of any reason I'd want to use that over the axe, honestly. The axe kind of just seems better than that in every way. Throw an Oon at a foe. Not the greatest thing ever, but it's a thing, I guess. Mandragora. I've gone over this one before. One of my favorite souls in the game. Does an asinine amount of damage. You get this one really early. I was wishful to get this one earlier than I did. But, fortunately, no cigar. Raikuda. Nothing more to it than that. Needed to get the Mothman soul. Fleeman. Pretty self-explanatory. Ripper, throw knives. This was one of the best in Aria, Sorrow. Let's see how it is. Seems kind of like a better version of the Killer Clown Soul. Maybe a little bit weaker. It's hard to say. This one inflicted, like, bleed damage in Aria of Sorrow, so that's kind of why it was such a good one in that game. Guillotiner. Summon a guillotine from hell. Very powerful. Wow. If you get that early, that's powerful for how early on in the game that is. Killer Clown. Been over this one before. Kind of the same as the Ripper, except stronger. I don't really know how much I approve of that Ripper there, but interesting. Disc Armor. This was actually one of my favorites when I was younger, believe it or not. Nothing more to it than that, but it does a lot of damage. It can hit a couple of times. It's really, really solid. I remember when I rented this game before, I used that soul a lot. I skipped over Malachi here. Summon a Dark Sphere of Energy. Slow moving, but does a lot of damage. Man, there's a lot of enemies to go through here. Holy shit. Great Axe Armor. Basically, the Red Minotaur from the first game, and yeah. Not too shabby. A lot weaker than that, but that's understandable. That soul was, like, busted as all shit in the original. Slaughterer, do a really strong punch. Not much more to it than that. Hellbore. Do an uppercut. Not a lot more to it than that one. Frozen Shade. I used this one a lot in my practice run, actually. I was kind of sad we never really got to see this one, but yeah, it shoots a huge wave of ice on the ground here. Does respectable damage. It's good. You can get it, definitely give it a shot. Merman Soul at max. Still kind of sucks. That's at max I want to add. Kind of, not that good. Summon Larva, let's try this one here. That's actually pretty good. I've never really seen that before, but that's pretty fast, pretty powerful, not too bad. Ukabak! Lets you start fires. This one kind of sucks. It is required, though. So, yeah. Dekareba. Kind of average, I guess. Not the most useful thing in the world. Succubus. Regain HP by drinking blood here. Did that just do... Hold on. Okay, that's strong there. I didn't think that was going to do that much damage, but that's not too bad. Awkward to hit with, but not bad otherwise. Slagra, throw spears. This is just... basically a better version of the default Soul of Aria of Sorrow. That's wonderful for how late in the game you get that. Aranis, we've gone through that already, I'm pretty sure. Blah, blah. That's really weird. That's really, really weird. The Witch. That's not too bad, actually. That's a decent projectile. And it homes in. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I can get behind that. Fish head. Throw fish head. Again, damage-wise, no, even damage-wise, that wasn't that good. I would not use that over Axe Armor. Again. Dead meat, or actually, no, Mollusca. Summon a Mollusca. Kind of average. Again, I think there's been better ones than that. Frozen Shade, I think, is better than that. Finally getting near the end of this list. Dead Mate. Wow, that was... That's like an even faster version of the Student Witch. That's pretty decent, actually, not gonna lie. I kind of like the cats, but that's not too bad. Killer Fish. Launch torpedoes in the water. Not in water. It's kind of shit. Malakota, another one of my favorites, does an insane amount of damage. This attack has great range. It's really good. It's a shame you get it super late, but it is so good. So good. Flame Demon. Pretty decent, all things considered. The Armor Knight kind of resisted it, but it's still a pretty good soul, all things considered. Aguni, create a Pillar of Fire. I'm gonna guess slow-moving. No, definitely not slow-moving. Wow. That's like an even better version of the Frozen Shade soul. Wow. And I think the last one is Abaddon, which we've already gone over. Summon a Cloud of Locusts. It's a really, really, really busted soul. Let's go through the blue souls now. Death. Really busted. Black Panther. Really great. Alright, Spin Devil. We've seen this one in the final boss here. Creates that tornado there. One of the best for that fight. Otherwise, I don't really use it a whole lot. Flying Armor, really good. We've seen it before. Soulstar Descent, really, really solid. Armor Knight. Attack with a Spinning Spear. It's okay. Bat Company lets us turn into a bat. Not a lot else to say about that. Skull Archer. Wow, hold on. We need to see that again. Dude, what the? Hold on. God damn, that does a lot of damage. Ghost, separate the body from the mind. Not a lot to say about this one. Huge downgrade from the Ghost Soul in Aria of Sorrow, which was actually really good. Yeti. I've kind of gone over this one a little bit before here, but yeah, you create the snowball here and roll it around. It's a fun one. Blair. Create this barrier of fire around you. Not too shabby, all things considered. Not a lot of super defensive ones, but this one's okay, I suppose. Manticore. This one's actually pretty good early on. I could say that this one's pretty decent early on, surprisingly. I can recommend that one. Mushushu, grow poisonous tail. Self-explanatory, but yeah, both pretty decent souls. White Dragon, lets you breathe fire. Is this any strong here? Yeah, pretty respectable. Catoplebius, breathe clouds of petrifying gas. Pretty cool. Breathe the toxic gas. Same basic logic there. Persephone. This is an interesting one here. We get this weird vacuum that if we touch enemies with it, we gain health out of it. It's a very interesting soul. Flying humanoid raises intelligence and luck. Might be nice if you're going for all the souls there. Devil Soul. Enter a pact with the devil to sharply raise strength. Let's look at our stat buffs here. We have no defenses. Our health drains very fast. But our attack stat is through the roof here. You will die using this, but if you want to quickly kill anything, this is your friend. Medusa Head, capable of hovering in one location here. Pretty nice. God, there's still a lot more to go over than I thought. Shit. Oh, there's a lot more to go over than I thought. Wow. We have the Final Guard Soul. This will make you completely invincible. Enough said. Werewolf, perform short dashes. I don't see the point of that at all, but that's just me. Allura Un. What's the point of that? Alright, so seems kind of reminds me a little bit of Pyukamoku, I guess, to best compare it to something there. Iron Golem, this is actually one of my more favorite ones. Yeah, this soul is a pain in the ass to get, but basically we can become an invincible Iron Golem. I don't know, I think that one's really fun to use. Use a lot of MPs, so make sure you have Chaos Ring to use that one. Bone Arc. Gone over this one, needed to get to a certain hidden area in this place. We've seen that one enough. Alright. Barbaric, transform into this thing. Basically the curly manticore and, Devil Soul from Aria of Sorrow, alright. Is this gonna be the same logic? Similar, yeah. The Bat Soul, which is actually way different than what it was in Aria of Sorrow, but interesting nonetheless. Great Armor. All these ones are familiar-based ones. I know you might want to see some of these, but honestly, they're all just summon this enemy as a familiar. You get the logic behind that. I hate to say I don't really feel like showing all of these, but they're all more or less the same. Let's just see Gaimon, because he's... Yeah. I don't really tend to use familiar-based souls a whole lot, I'm sorry to say. Gurgoth, fire a devastating laser beam. I think we've seen this one already. It's good. And the Death Soul. Yeah, we've gone over all those. Whatever the yellow ones here that are stat-based ones, I won't be showing those off here. This will be kind of the quick and easy ones to go through, I guess. Gain more experience points, enough said. Increase consummation, enough said. Enhanced throwing ability, we got some use out of that with the boomerang weapons we were using against the iron golems. Raises strength, raises intelligence. Gain resistance to physical attacks, which is not too bad. Raises luck. Gain resistance to lightning. Resistance against dark spells and attacks. Nullify curses. Nullify poison. Nullify petrification. Increase MP recovery. Eat food that's normally unplatable. This is actually a really good soul, and if you want to use this in boss rush, you can eat the rusty food tin to act as another full heal. Skeleton Ape, throw a foe with incredible power. May cause greater damage on enemies attacked from behind. Use bullet-type souls while executing standard attacks. Raise resistance to flinching upon. We've been using that one a lot. Pain more hearts. Enhance the power of plant-based attacks. Identify breakable walls. Very useful soul again. Restore HP gradually. Gain money while taking damage. Reduce the amount of damage from attacks. Lower strength and raise con. Raise intelligence and lower strength. Okay, yeah. Alright, fine. You want to see this. Oh. There we go. See, everyone loves just sitting at a good table here. And you thought I was not going to show the fully upgraded hammer and the fully upgraded axe? Come on, guys. I have backup save files for a reason. I can show this off here. Let's go ahead and show off what we get for fully upgrading our axe and fully upgrading our hammer. Final guard. Let's upgrade that. To create the golden axe. I'm shocked to hell and back that in my practice file I had this, because that soul sucks to go after so much. Death Scythe. Very nice. And let's upgrade the Bugbear to our maximum thing. Emulsion. Yeah, Death Scythe is very, very nice. Does some of the highest damage amounts in the entire game. Has a really cool super move where you summon the head to do the damage there. And I guess for the last time in this series, let's end this off with the one other secret, I guess, that we can go after. I'm aware there's a few other secrets I didn't really go after, like the other paranoia areas and some little things like that, but There's nothing super ridiculously worth going out of the way for. Let's equip the Drag Hag Nazo so I can go through everything here. Fuck you, Allure And this room. Let's use our Mejalger and get a lot of potions. That's gonna do it for this episode of Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. But not the entire Let's Play. Join me back next time for a trip down memory lane. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.